Madden Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs and is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Steelers and the Bills, and it's all up next.
Playoff fever has come to upstate New York, and there's a look at Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Buffalo Bills. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And he returns this to the 22. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Harris running straight ahead. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are. Stay with who you know.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll power his way up near the 25. Give him 6 on the run. It'll be third down now with still a long way to go to get to the first down marker. From the gun, here's Fields. Got a man, that's Richie James. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough. On fourth down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. Back deep to return is K.J. Hamler. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Well, the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
And in this league, there are many quarterbacks who have their most success running the ball, while there are others who have big arms. But there aren't too many guys who can do both. And at the end of many games, this guy leads his team not just in passing, but in rushing as well.
To throw, it's Allen. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2 yards to go, second down. Play action. Now it's Allen. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And he's brought down. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. On the ground, here's the 4th-round pick from April's draft. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down. Throwing now is Allen. Caught right side, Davis. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. It's complete. He dials up Davis once more. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 2. From the gun, it's Allen. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Now Allen again. To the right side here, caught by Kincaid. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 2nd and 2, first down marker at the 8.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Inside give to Davis. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Now Allen. That is caught. Touchdown. Khalil Shakir from 10 yards out. And the Bills are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Well, we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense has already made a stop, and now here's an opening drive touchdown.
Yeah, how about the defense making the stop, offense feeling their momentum that they've generated, and turning it into points on their side. So now you've got a team working together, and they've got the crowd involved fully on their side in this ball game.
And in this playoff atmosphere, that 12th man means even more. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? Well, they're on the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen with them, right? They had to go on the road for the first round for the playoffs. They're on the road again, and sometimes teams get really comfortable with that. Not only the idea of going on the road and shocking the world, but just, hey, it's just us. We don't have to worry about outside distractions. It's just us. Let's go play.
Becomes that us against the world mentality, doesn't it?
And while it may be overplayed, in the media, it's real when it comes time to play ball.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's Fields. James has got it. Complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Fields now to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Gregory Rousseau with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. That's caught by Kincaid, working the middle of the field. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. So from the 37, here's 2nd and a couple. Here's Allen. And Davis with it left side. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the 1st down marker, and his early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Up the middle to Davis. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Davis. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards to the 16 and a 1st down.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Khalil Shakir. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bills are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You've just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was all polished off with a Khalil Shakir touchdown catch. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now out come the Steelers. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. They'll start the drive with Harris. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. To throw is Fields. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a 1st down on that effort.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half. Now a 1st down carry for Harris.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 46 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run again with Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. 2nd down and 8. Back to throw. Fields. He finds Pirine out of the backfield. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Out of the gun. Fields. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the 1st down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Connor Hayward, 31 yards. And the Steelers have cut it back within a score.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. And the numbers for the last drive, and he was perfect, which maybe isn't surprising because he has not missed a pass in this game yet.
And it lets you know just how precise things have to be for a quarterback to be perfect, because that means the line's blocking really well.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now Allen. That's going to be caught by Samuel. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll force upon them a 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. That is caught. Kincaid with it. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the Steelers' 30-yard line.
Samuel in motion. To the air, Allen. And he rifles one incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. So on 4th down, off goes Allen. On comes Tyler Bass for the Buffalo field goal. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Fields. Catch made right side by Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. His first catch of the divisional round goes for a 1st down. He had 5 catches last week in their wild card win.
Well, they obviously red man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, and then he curls back inside for the completion.
Play action. It's Fields. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 34-yard line. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bills shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 34. Slot man moves right. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And he'll go down at the 28. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. This 2nd and 4. Fields going to toss this quickly out wide, complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Now Fields. And this is going to be incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab it, and that'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt him later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the 2nd half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the 1st half.
Allen off the play fake. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel. The broken tackle couldn't create a ton of space. He'll be taken down just beyond the 35-yard line. The Bills on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the 1st on the scramble.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Looking to throw. Allen. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
No shortage of impressive moments from him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. From the 43, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Allen to throw it. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3rd and 4. Allen. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 30. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Allen. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Allen to throw once more. Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Motion man is Shakir. To throw, it's Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Curtis Samuel, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Steelers taking over now late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Fields now to throw. Setting up the screen to Pirine. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Back to throw. Fields. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they'll start with a short field following that turnover as they look for points here before the break. has his man. It's Shakir. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now a 2nd and 2. Allen going to throw. The throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Allen. That is caught, and he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead, and part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. On play action, Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Khalil Shakir saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Bills continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. And this is turning out to be something to monitor as this game goes along. That's now 3 touchdown catches for him here in this first half alone. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And a route is on here in this first half. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was all polished off with a Khalil Shakir touchdown catch. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Pick made by Terrell Bernard. And the Bills are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play.
We were treated to a solid first half of football by the great quarterback, Josh Allen. He had it going right away. 2 touchdown passes in the first quarter, 2 more in the second. 4 touchdown passes all told. And he's likely not done yet.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run it a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now Allen off the bootleg. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Throwing now is Allen. Now he fires deep for Shakir. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
From the gun, it's Allen. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And that is exactly what you needed defensively. It's a long road back from here, but that's a good start to the second half as they force a punting situation and a fourth down.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Finds Pickens outright. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Up the middle, here's Pirine. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Pirine again on second down. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. A third down now. And those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, and that's kind of how it's gone for them so far. That was a ball they need to get back in this game. A quick strike, a big play. But he led his guy too far, and it winds up over his head.
Returning it, here's Hamler. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.